Are you feeling stuck, frustrated, or like, no matter what you do, life just isn't moving in the direction you want? I see you, and you are not alone. So many of us carry worry, doubt, and fear about our future, about our health, our money, our relationships, and our purpose. What if I told you that in just one sentence, spoken with faith and intention, you could begin to shift everything, your thoughts, your energy, your experiences, starting today? Imagine waking up tomorrow, feeling lighter, clearer, and more in control of your life, knowing that the power to create change has been activated within you. In this video, I'm going to share exactly how to use this one sentence, rooted in timeless spiritual law, to rewire your life into every word matters, and every moment you spend here could be the turning point you've been waiting for. Number 1. Speak only words that declare your life already blessed. So many live unconscious of the power that rests in their tongue. They declare sickness when they could declare health. They affirm poverty when they could affirm abundance. They describe obstacles when they could affirm open doors. The law does not ask whether your words are good or bad. The law simply fulfills what you speak with conviction. If you desire a different life, you must begin with a different word. That is why I tell you today, speak only words that declare your life already blessed. You may say, I do not feel blessed. I do not see blessing. That does not matter. Truth is not based on appearance. Truth is eternal and unchanging. God has already prepared for you every good thing. Your good is finished and waiting for you. It is your spoken word that calls it into manifestation. To say, I am blessed, when you cannot see it, is faith in action. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Your word is the bridge between the unseen and the seen. Consider how often people sabotage their own lives with careless words. They say, I never have enough money. They say, I am always tired. They say, nothing good ever happens for me. Then they wonder why those very conditions repeat. The law has no choice but to mirror their declaration. You cannot speak against yourself and expect to prosper. You cannot curse your life with your own tongue and then pray for blessing. Your prayer and your daily speech must agree. If you say God is your supply, speak it. If you say God is your health, speak it. If you say God is your guide, speak it. To speak only words of blessing is not denial. It is not pretending. It is declaring truth in the face of appearance. If you feel weak, declare, I am strong in the Lord. If you face debt, declare, I am supplied in full measure. If you feel lonely, declare, I am surrounded by love. These words align you with divine law. They lift you above the evidence of the senses and place you in harmony with the unseen abundance of spirit. You may resist at first, for the habit of negative speech is strong. Many cling to it, believing it is honesty. They say, I am only speaking the truth. Yet the truth is not sickness, nor debt, nor failure. The truth is that God is life, God is supply, God is victory, and you are one with God. The appearance of trouble is the lie. Your word of blessing is the truth. The more you affirm truth, the more the lie dissolves. Make your tongue the instrument of faith, not of fear. When you wake each morning, speak blessing over the day. Say, this is a day of perfect order. This is a day of joy. This is a day of provision. As you go about your work, declare blessing over your tasks. Say, this work prospers me. This work is fruitful. This work is blessed. Speak blessing over your body. I am filled with strength. Every cell is alive with health. Speak blessing over your finances. Money comes to me easily. I have more than enough. Speak blessing over your relationships. I attract love. I give love. I live in harmony. Do not be careless with words in anger or frustration. If you stumble and speak against yourself, cancel it immediately. Say, that is not the truth. I call it back. My word is blessing only. Be vigilant. Guard your speech as you would guard treasure. Your words are wealth. Your words are healing. Your words are doors. Understand this. When you affirm blessing, you are not trying to force God's hand. You are simply agreeing with God's eternal plan. You are aligning your human thought with divine truth. You are saying yes to what is already yours by divine right. There is no effort, no strain, only agreement. The law works with ease once you speak with faith. There will be those who laugh at you. They will call your affirmations foolish. They will say, "How can you claim blessing when you cannot see it?" Smile gently and continue. You are not moved by appearances. You are moved by truth. In time, those very ones will see the fruits of your word. They will see health restored, doors opened, supply flowing, and they will marvel. If you have lived long in negative speech, do not despair. One word of truth spoken with faith can cancel years of destructive words. The law of forgiveness is always available. Speak now, I forgive myself for every idle word. I release the past. I speak blessing only. With that, the slate is cleared, and you begin anew. The power of today is greater than the weight of yesterday. Do not wait for perfect conditions before you declare blessing. Declare blessing in the midst of lack. Declare blessing in the face of sickness. Declare blessing in the storm. Your declaration is the light that dissolves the shadow. Your declaration is the seed that grows the harvest. To delay is to remain in bondage. To speak now is to step into freedom. Remember, your word must not be mechanical. Speak with conviction, with feeling, with faith. The universe responds not to empty sounds, but to the vibration of belief. Even if your faith feels small, speak the blessing. Each time you affirm, your faith grows stronger. Each declaration is a step upward. Begin today. Say aloud with full assurance, my life is blessed, my body is blessed, my work is blessed, my home is blessed, my supply is blessed, everything concerning me is blessed. Hold to this in every situation. Let no contrary word escape your lips. When doubt whispers, answer with truth. When fear rises, answer with blessing. When others speak failure, answer with faith. This is the law. Speak only words that declare your life already blessed. And in time you will see those blessings unfold. You will witness health in your body, peace in your mind, love in your heart, and abundance in your affairs. The law never fails. The word never returns void. The blessing you speak is the blessing you live. Now I want you to pause for a moment. Feel the weight of your own words. Notice how many times in a day you declare lack, fear, or complaint. Then decide, will you continue planting those seeds, or will you plant blessing? The choice is yours. Choose life, choose truth, choose blessing. From this very moment, make your tongue a servant of faith. Refuse every idle word. Speak only blessing, and watch your life rewire itself in 24 hours, because truth spoken with conviction moves swiftly. The law is exact. The law is just. The law is unfailing. Your words are your world. Speak blessing, live blessing, and know without question that you are blessed already. Number 2, release fear today and trust divine order completely. Release fear today and trust divine order completely. Fear is the greatest thief of peace, the destroyer of confidence, and the barrier that stands between you and the life God intends for you. When you allow fear to rule your mind, you step out of faith and into confusion. Fear paints false pictures, it whispers lies, it magnifies obstacles, and it convinces you that you are alone. Yet the truth is this: you are never alone. The divine order of your life has been established from the beginning, and it is always working in your favor. There is no safety in fear. Many imagine fear protects them, that worrying keeps them prepared. But fear does not prepare, it paralyzes. It does not guard, it blinds. It makes you see only danger, lack, and failure, while divine order quietly arranges solutions, supply, and victory. You cannot serve two masters. You cannot cling to fear and expect peace. You must choose today to release fear, to let it go, and to rest fully in the wisdom and perfection of God's plan. Trust in divine order is not weakness. It is the strongest stand you can take. It means that even when appearances seem against you, you affirm, everything is unfolding in perfect time. Every step is guided. Every door I need will open. This is not blind hope. It is alignment with eternal law. Divine order governs the stars, the seasons, the tides. The same law governs your life. Nothing in creation is accidental. Nothing in your path is wasted. Even delays, even detours, even disappointments are being used to bring you into perfect alignment with your highest good. When fear arises, it often takes form in the body. A quickened heartbeat, tension in the chest, sleepless nights, restless thoughts. The body responds to the mind's command. If the mind is filled with fear, the body carries the burden. If the mind is filled with trust, the body rests in peace. The law works in both directions. You can choose which voice you will obey. Will you give your energy to fear, or will you release it and declare that divine order is now active? There are many who carry fear from the past, fear of loss, fear of betrayal, fear of failure. They replay old wounds, keeping them alive. Yet divine order has already moved beyond the past. The moment is new. You are not bound to what was. When you say, "I release fear today," you cut the chain. You step free from yesterday's shadow and walk in the light of now. You do not need to wait for years of healing. One decision, one declaration, can shift everything. Imagine a person facing financial lack. Fear rises. I will not have enough. I may lose everything. That fear draws more lack, more closed doors, more stress. Now imagine the same person choosing faith. Divine order supplies me perfectly. My needs are met in full. I am guided to every opportunity. That declaration opens channels, attracts ideas, brings unexpected help. Fear closes. Trust opens. The choice is clear. Consider relationships. Fear whispers, "I will be hurt again. I cannot trust anyone. I must protect myself." That fear builds walls no love can pass through. Yet divine order says, "The right people are drawn to me. Love flows freely in my life. I am safe in God's plan." That trust dissolves the walls and makes way for harmony. When you trust divine order, you do not force, you do not chase, you do not cling. You rest, and what is meant for you cannot be lost. Fear of the future is perhaps the heaviest fear of all. So many torment themselves with questions: what if I fail? What if I lose? What if something goes wrong? Each what if is a seed of doubt. Each one grows anxiety. Yet the truth is, the future is not yours to fear. It is already written in perfect order. Your only task is to remain in faith today. When you affirm trust now, the next step reveals itself. You need not see the entire road. You need only the light for this step. Release fear not by fighting it, but by replacing it. If you resist fear, you give it strength. If you argue with fear, it grows louder. Instead, calmly declare truth. Say, "I refuse fear. I trust divine order." Repeat it until peace fills your mind. Each time fear rises, answer with faith. With practice, faith becomes the stronger voice. Fear loses its grip. Some may say, "How can I release fear when my situation is so difficult?" Yet I say, it is precisely in difficulty that faith is most powerful. Trust does not mean ignoring challenges. It means facing them with the assurance that you are not alone, that a higher wisdom is guiding you. Divine order has solutions beyond human reason. It arranges people, events, and resources in ways you could never plan. To trust is to step aside and allow God to work. There are countless stories of people who, when they released fear, saw doors open that seemed impossible. A person facing illness who affirmed divine order and found the right treatment. A person in financial despair who trusted supply and received unexpected help. A person broken by loss who trusted divine comfort and found peace. In every case, fear would have blinded them, but trust brought light. You may think releasing fear means being careless. It is not so. Trust is not neglect. Trust is alignment. It does not tell you to ignore responsibilities. It tells you to carry them with calm, to know that you are supported in every step. When you work, you do not work in panic. You work in faith. When you make decisions, you do not make them in worry. You make them in confidence. Fear scatters your mind. Trust centers it. Today is the day to release fear. Not tomorrow, not when conditions look better. Now. Every moment you hold fear, you delay your good. Every moment you choose trust, you accelerate it. Speak aloud, I release fear now, I rest in divine order. My life is unfolding perfectly. Say it when you wake. Say it when you feel anxious. Say it before you sleep. The spoken word seals the truth in your mind. Do not underestimate small steps. Each time you choose trust over fear, you strengthen the habit. Each choice builds faith. Soon you will find fear no longer rules you. When problems arise, peace will remain. When others panic, you will stand calm. This is the fruit of trust. The world is filled with voices of fear, news, opinions, conversations. Guard your mind. Do not let every voice enter. Choose what you hear. Feed your faith with truth. Surround yourself with words that uplift. Fill your environment with declarations of divine order. As you do, fear has no room to dwell. You are not powerless against fear. You are master of your thought. You are free to release every lie of fear and embrace the truth of divine order. You are sustained. You are guided. You are safe. You are provided for. Nothing is outside of divine plan. Nothing can separate you from the care of spirit. So stand strong today. Say it with assurance. I release fear today. I trust divine order completely. Speak it with power. Feel it in your body. Let it take root in your mind. From this moment, walk as one who is guided, supplied, and protected. The law is faithful. The order is perfect. Your life is safe. Fear is gone and truth has taken its place. Affirm daily that supply flows freely to you. For supply is not something you must chase, force, or beg for. It is already present, waiting for your recognition and acceptance. The great mistake of many is believing that supply comes from one source alone, perhaps an employer, a client, or a single channel of income. But divine law teaches that supply comes from God, and God's channels are infinite. If one door closes, another opens. If one stream dries, another is created. Supply is never limited, only your thought can limit it. Each day you must declare with conviction that supply flows freely, because your word directs your experience. If you begin the day saying, I never have enough, then your mind closes itself to opportunities. If you begin the day saying, my supply is abundant and free, you align with the truth that supply is spiritual and unending. God's provision is not bound by economy, location, or circumstance. It transcends human reasoning and reveals itself in countless ways. When you speak the affirmation of free-flowing supply, you loosen the grip of fear that says, what if there is not enough? You break the chain of doubt that whispers, I may lose what I have. Fear contracts, faith expands. Fear clings, faith opens. When you affirm abundance daily, you train your mind to live in expansion rather than contraction. You stop clutching in anxiety and start receiving in peace. Supply flows when you live in harmony with divine law. That means trusting that giving and receiving are one. Many block their own good by refusing to give, thinking they must hoard to be safe. Yet the law is circulation. The breath flows in and out. The tide rises and falls. To give freely is to affirm that supply will always return, multiplied. Each act of generosity is a declaration. I live in abundance. My source is unlimited. Each fearful withholding is an affirmation of lack. Choose which you will affirm. It is not enough to affirm once and forget. The mind needs daily training. Old patterns of lack may try to reappear, especially if you grew up hearing constant worry about money or supply. Those voices may echo in your thought, life is hard, there is never enough, you must struggle to survive. Each day you must answer them with truth. Supply flows freely to me, my needs are met with ease. I live in God's abundance. The repetition builds faith, and faith creates form. The affirmation must be spoken with feeling. Empty words hold no power. As you declare that supply flows, imagine it. Feel the relief of bills paid, the joy of generosity, the calm of security. Let that feeling infuse your words. The subconscious responds to feeling more than to sound. When the mind believes, the outer world adjusts. Supply is not always money alone. It comes as ideas, as people, as opportunities, as strength, as time, as open doors. When you affirm that supply flows, you open yourself to receive in every form. A person may suddenly appear with the very help you need. An idea may strike that changes your work. A gift may arrive unexpected. All are forms of supply. Do not limit how it comes. Declare daily that it flows freely and trust the channels will appear. There is no dignity in lack. Poverty is not spiritual. It is not holy to suffer want. God's will is abundance for every soul. To affirm free-flowing supply is not selfish. It is alignment with truth. When you prosper, you can bless others. You can serve without strain. You can live in peace. Struggle distracts the mind. Abundance frees it for higher service. When you see others prospering, do not feel envy or bitterness. Rejoice. Their supply is proof that the law is active. What God has done for one, He does for all. Affirm, the same free supply flows to me now. Comparison breeds doubt, gratitude breeds increase. Each time you bless another's success, you prepare the way for your own. To affirm daily is to build consistency. Imagine watering a plant. If you water once and then abandon it, the plant dies. If you water daily, the plant flourishes. Your affirmation is water to the seed of abundance. Do not speak once and quit. Speak every day until your mind is saturated with truth. Then the harvest comes naturally. You may encounter voices that say, "Life is uncertain. Supply is never guaranteed." Do not adopt their fear. Stand firm in your declaration. Life under divine law is certain. Supply under divine law is guaranteed. Only human thought creates uncertainty. Align with truth, and you live under certainty. If a bill arrives that seems too great, do not speak defeat. Say, "This bill is already paid. Supply flows freely to me now." If work feels scarce, do not say, "There are no opportunities." Declare, "The right opportunity appears with perfect timing. Supply is flowing already." The words you speak shape the way the solution appears. If you affirm lack, you cannot see provision even when it is near. If you affirm supply, you notice doors you once ignored. Take time each morning to declare abundance. Speak aloud, "Supply flows freely to me today. I am open to receive. God is my source, and channels are many." Repeat throughout the day when doubt arises. Before sleep, affirm again. Plant the word in the subconscious where it will grow overnight. Soon you will find that fear of lack fades. Anxiety lessens. Peace increases. Supply shows itself more often. Do not confuse supply with greed. Supply is about sufficiency, not excess for its own sake. To have what you need, to give freely, to live without fear, that is divine supply. Greed is never satisfied. True supply satisfies and multiplies. As you affirm daily, your heart will align not with hoarding but with flow. You will see yourself as a steward, not a miser. Children understand this truth naturally. They expect provision without worry. They trust supply will come, whether food, shelter, or love. Somewhere along the way, adults learn fear. They forget trust. They speak doubt. The daily affirmation restores the childlike faith that knows supply is always near. When you feel tempted to despair, pause and affirm again. Say it with strength. "Supply flows freely to me." Say it until your heart believes. The outer world responds to inner conviction. When faith is firm, doors must open. When your word is steadfast, the law must obey. So today, make your word law. Affirm with certainty that supply is free, constant, and abundant in your life. Release every thought of lack. Refuse every word of limitation. Stand daily in the truth that your source is God, and God's wealth is inexhaustible. Speak it, believe it, live it, and you will see it. Supply flows freely to you, not tomorrow, not one day, but today and every day. Number 4. Expect miracles now and refuse all thoughts of doubt. Expect miracles now and refuse all thoughts of doubt, for miracles are not rare events reserved for a chosen few. They are the natural expression of divine law when you place your full trust in spirit. The moment you align your thought with truth, the moment you speak with faith and hold your expectation firm, the law of God begins to move swiftly. The miracle is not outside of you, it is released through your belief. Doubt delays. Fear resists. but expectation draws miracles close and makes them visible in your life. When you expect a miracle, you claim your right as a child of God. You stop begging and start receiving. You stop waiting for someday and declare that today is the appointed hour. The universe does not withhold good. It is only your hesitation, your wavering thought, your divided word that blocks the flow. To expect a miracle is to command the law with certainty. It is to say, "This is mine now." The law of God is immediate. The answer is here. You must refuse doubt with firmness, because doubt will come knocking. Doubt disguises itself as logic, as caution, as common sense. It whispers, "Be realistic. Do not expect too much." Nothing happens so quickly. If you give ear to these lies, you lower your vibration, you weaken your declaration, and the law obeys your hesitancy. But if you stand firm and answer doubt with faith, it loses its hold. When the voice of doubt says, "It cannot happen," you reply, "It is already happening." When it says you are not worthy, you answer, "I am worthy, for I am one with God." When it says you must wait a long time, you declare, "The time is now." Miracles come in ways the human mind cannot predict. They are not always the product of effort or struggle. They arrive through channels unseen, through timing beyond your planning, through opportunities you could not invent. To expect miracles is to remain open to the unexpected, to trust that Spirit has methods far beyond your imagination. If you insist on controlling the how and the when, you limit the miracle. If you stand in faith and say, "I accept whatever channel God chooses," you free the law to work with infinite creativity. Consider those who live in perpetual waiting. They say, "One day things will change. Someday I will be happy. Someday I will see my dream fulfilled." They push their good into the distance. They speak delay, and delay becomes their reality. But the one who expects now says, "This is the day of fulfillment. This is the hour of demonstration. I do not wait, I receive." That expectation accelerates manifestation. The law always responds to immediacy. Faith knows no postponement. The energy of expectation must be steady. You cannot affirm miracles one moment and then sink into despair the next. The divided mind achieves nothing. Faith is unwavering. Each time you speak, you reinforce your expectation. Each time you hold steady, the power builds. Imagine a seed watered daily. If you water one day and withhold the next, the plant weakens. If you water with consistency, the plant flourishes. Expectation is the daily water of the soul. Doubt is the drought that withers it. You may ask, "How can I expect a miracle when circumstances are so dark?" I tell you, it is in the darkest hour that miracles shine brightest. If you wait for conditions to improve before you expect, you will wait forever. Expectation is what changes the conditions. You do not expect because of evidence. You expect because of truth. The law does not ask what the situation looks like. It asks only, what do you believe? What do you declare? When you answer with certainty, the law obeys. Miracles are not accidents. They are the natural result of alignment. When your thought, your word, and your faith are one, the demonstration follows. Many block their good by speaking faith in prayer, but speaking doubt in daily life. They say in prayer, "I believe," then in conversation they say, "I am afraid it may not happen." The law cannot respond to contradiction. Your words must be consistent in every moment. Expect in prayer, expect in conversation, expect in thought. Let there be no divided word. Doubt often disguises itself as humility. People say, "I do not deserve such good. Others need more than I do. I should not expect too much." This is false humility. You dishonor God when you limit His provision. The Father's storehouse is endless. There is no shortage. To expect little is to insult divine abundance. To expect much is to honor it. Your miracle does not take from another. It only affirms the infinite nature of supply. As you affirm expectation daily, cultivate gratitude as though the miracle has already appeared. Give thanks in advance. Gratitude is the magnet of fulfillment. When you say, "Thank you for this miracle now," you seal your expectation. Doubt says, "I will thank only when I see." Faith says, "I thank because I already receive." The thankful heart cannot be denied. the law hastens to deliver to one who already celebrates. Guard your inner speech. When a fearful thought enters, cut it off. Replace it immediately with an affirmation of expectation. Say, I expect miracles now. I refuse all doubt. Do not entertain negative images. The mind is a workshop. If you allow fear to build there, it shapes your world. Build only images of blessing, health, provision, peace. See the miracle already done. Hold the picture firm. Expectation gives it substance. Do not confuse expectation with waiting idly. Expectation is active. It fills your words with power, your actions with confidence, your choices with boldness. When you expect a miracle, you step forward in faith even before evidence appears. You take the inspired action, knowing the law supports you. Doubt holds back. Expectation moves forward. Movement creates channels for the miracle to appear. Look back upon your life. How many times did provision come at the last moment, in a way you could not have planned? How many times were you guided when you thought all was lost? These are miracles already witnessed. If it happened before, it can happen again, for the law does not change. The same spirit that moved then moves now. Remind yourself of past demonstrations. Use them to strengthen present expectation. Do not measure the miracle by size. Some expect only small blessings, thinking large ones are impossible. All miracles are equal under divine law. To spirit there is no big or small. The healing of a headache and the healing of a disease are the same. The supply of one coin and the supply of a fortune are the same. Expect great things. Refuse to shrink your vision. The law is infinite. The practice is simple. Each day declare, I expect miracles now, and I refuse all doubt. Say it aloud, write it down. Speak it when you rise, when you walk, when you work, when you rest. Let it become your constant vibration. Soon doubt will fade like a shadow, and miracles will become your daily reality. You will live in a rhythm of expectation and fulfillment, a cycle of faith and demonstration. This is the life of one aligned with divine truth. The miracle is yours when you choose it. Not tomorrow, not someday, but now. Stand in the power of your word. Refuse every trace of doubt. Declare boldly that the miracle is present. Walk in faith as though it is done. And know with certainty that divine law never fails, that God's provision never delays, that your expectation has already set the miracle in motion. Expect now, believe now, receive now, and watch your life be transformed before your eyes. Number 5. Choose peace today and every door will open. Choose peace today and every door will open. For peace is the foundation upon which every blessing rests. When the mind is troubled, when the heart is restless, when the spirit is weighed down with conflict, opportunities cannot be seen clearly. Confusion clouds judgment, aesthesia blocks guidance, and unrest closes the channels through which good must flow. Yet the moment you choose peace, you step into alignment with divine order. Peace is the atmosphere in which solutions reveal themselves and paths become clear. Many believe peace comes only after conditions change. They say, when I have more money, then I will be at peace. When my health is restored, then I will feel calm. When people treat me kindly, then I will choose peace. But peace does not wait upon outer changes. It begins as a decision within. You can choose it today, regardless of what surrounds you. The outer reflects the inner. If you wait for perfect conditions before claiming peace, you will wait endlessly. If you choose peace first, the conditions begin to shift. Doors open when the heart is quiet and the mind is steady. Peace is not weakness, it is strength. It is not surrender to defeat. It is surrender to truth. In peace, you can hear divine guidance. In peace, you can take right action without panic. In peace, you are no longer driven by fear, anger, or impatience. Instead, you are carried by calm assurance that everything is unfolding as it must. This state of harmony draws every good thing toward you. Doors that were once closed begin to swing wide because peace removes resistance and opens the way for divine ideas. Notice how often unrest comes from trying to force things before their time. The restless mind says, I must make it happen. I must push. I must demand. That energy builds walls. Forcing brings strain, and strain blocks results. Peace, on the other hand, allows. Peace trusts. Peace knows that what is meant cannot be withheld. When you stand in peace, you no longer chase doors, they open of themselves. You walk forward and find the right people, the right opportunities, the right resources meeting you without struggle. To choose peace is to release the burden of control. The human mind wants to manage every detail, to predict every outcome, yet life does not unfold through control, it unfolds through alignment. Peace places you in harmony with divine timing. You begin to recognize that delays are not denials, that closed doors may be protection, that detours often lead to better paths. Without peace, you resist every twist in the journey. With peace, you trust every turn as part of a greater plan. Do not think peace is passive. It is active power. It is the ability to respond instead of react, to listen instead of panic, to stand steady while others are shaken. A peaceful mind is clear, and clarity reveals the next step. Many opportunities are missed simply because the mind is too restless to see them. Peace sharpens vision. It allows you to notice details, to hear inner direction, to recognize the small signs that point toward open doors. Choosing peace also transforms relationships. Conflict thrives where peace is absent. Misunderstandings grow, tempers flare, and walls rise. But when you carry peace within, you disarm hostility. Your calm presence softens anger. Your steady words cool heated situations. When you refuse to be drawn into argument, you create space for harmony to return. Many doors of connection open simply because one person chose peace instead of strife. Consider how peace affects health. The body mirrors the state of the mind. Anxiety tightens the chest, worry knots the stomach, anger raises the blood, but peace relaxes, restores, renews. Healing flows in an atmosphere of calm. When you affirm, "I choose peace today," you give your body the conditions it needs to repair and strengthen. Peace itself becomes medicine. Health is a door that opens when you rest in inner calm. You may say, "It is not easy to choose peace when problems press upon me." Yet that is the very moment when peace is most needed. Peace is not dependent on absence of challenge. It is the power to face challenge without fear. Problems do not vanish by worry, they resolve through calm guidance. If you can hold peace in the storm loses power over you. You become steady, and in that steadiness, solutions appear that worry would have hidden. There is a deep truth. Peace attracts provision. When you are anxious about money, you push it away with desperate energy. When you rest in peace, you become receptive to ideas, opportunities, and channels of supply. The universe responds to your vibration. Restlessness says, "I do not trust." Peace says, "I am provided for already." That assurance opens doors of abundance, often in ways you never imagined. Practice peace daily. Begin in the morning. Before you face the world, pause and affirm, "Today I choose peace. Nothing can disturb the calm of my spirit. Every door I need will open before me." Carry that word with you. When conflict tries to rise, return to the affirmation. When fear whispers, repeat it. When uncertainty comes, speak it again. The more you affirm peace, the more it becomes your natural state. Guard your environment. Do not feed your mind with constant noise, arguments, or negative voices. Surround yourself with what lifts and calms. Peace is strengthened by what you consume. Words, sounds, images. Choose carefully. Protect your inner atmosphere as you would guard a sacred place. A peaceful heart cannot be built in chaos. Do not mistake peace for avoidance. Choosing peace does not mean ignoring responsibility. It does not mean refusing to act. It means you act from calm rather than panic, from clarity rather than confusion. You handle your duties with steadiness. You face decisions with a clear mind. You move forward without hurry, knowing divine order supports you. This is how peace opens doors, by guiding you to act at the right time, in the right way. Think of the doors you long to open. Doors of healing, doors of success, doors of love, doors of opportunity. Every one of them responds to peace. Struggle cannot force them. Fear cannot pry them open. Anger cannot break them down. Only peace aligns you with the key. That key is faith in divine order, spoken through a calm spirit. There are countless stories of breakthroughs that came the moment peace was chosen. A person fighting for a job who finally released anxiety and trusted, only to receive an unexpected offer. A family in conflict, where one member chose peace, and harmony slowly spread through the home. A body racked with tension that began to heal the moment the mind rested. In each case, peace was the turning point that unlocked the door. Today you are invited to make the same choice. Not tomorrow, not when things calm down, but now. Declare it with strength. I choose peace today and every door will open. Hold it as your truth, through every challenge. Refuse to be shaken. Stand steady in faith. As you do, you will see doors open with ease. Doors you once thought were locked forever. Peace is the master key. It is available to you now. Choose it, live it, speak it, and watch the way clear before you. Number 6. Claim perfect health as your divine right now. Claim perfect health as your divine right now, for health is not something distant, conditional, or uncertain. It is the natural state of your being as a child of God. From the beginning, you were created in harmony, vitality, and strength. The body is designed to renew, restore, and flourish under divine law. Any appearance of sickness or weakness is not the final truth, but a passing shadow of false belief. The truth remains unchanged. Health is your birthright, and it must be claimed with conviction in this very moment. Many accept illness as inevitable. They say, "It runs in my family. It is part of aging. It is my fate to suffer." Yet these are only beliefs, and beliefs shape experience. When you accept limitation, you affirm it into form. When you claim health, you open the door for life itself to flow through you. Divine energy is endless. It does not weaken, it does not decay, it does not withdraw. To claim perfect health is to say, I no longer consent to weakness. I align with the eternal strength of spirit. The mind and the body are deeply connected. Every thought sends its message through the body. Thoughts of fear, anger, or despair disturb balance, and this disturbance appears as dis-ease. Thoughts of faith, peace, and joy restore harmony, and the body reflects this renewal. Your body listens to your word. Speak to it daily with authority. Say, you are strong, you are whole. Every cell is alive with divine energy. Do not wait for evidence before you affirm it. The evidence changes because of your affirmation. Perfect health is not a gift for the few. It belongs to every soul. You do not need to earn it. You do not need to struggle for it. It is already yours by divine right. Just as the sun shines without condition, so does the flow of health exist without limit. Fear of illness is often more destructive than the illness itself. Fear magnifies symptoms, fuels anxiety, and weakens the spirit. To release fear is to open the way for healing. Affirm courage in the face of discomfort. Affirm calm in the midst of uncertainty. Refuse to repeat words of sickness. Refuse to accept predictions of decline. Stand firm in the declaration. Health is my divine right. I claim it fully now. This affirmation shifts your energy from victimhood to authority. It places you back in the seat of dominion where spirit intended you to be. Health is more than absence of disease. It is energy, vitality, joy, and balance. It is the ability to rise each day with strength, to fulfill your purpose without strain, to live in harmony with life. Do not settle for partial health. Do not say, at least I am better than before. Claim fullness. Claim completeness. Claim perfect health in every part of your being. Half claims bring half results. A bold claim opens the full flow. If you are told by others that your condition is incurable, do not accept their verdict as final. The only final word is the word of God, and that word declares life, not death. Countless souls have risen from despair, healed of conditions doctors declared impossible. The law of spirit knows no incurable. The moment you say, I accept perfect health now, you invite divine power to move beyond human limitation. Hold that declaration regardless of appearances, Refuse to surrender to hopelessness. It is not only physical health you must claim, but mental and emotional health as well. The mind weighed with worry is as harmful as the body weighed with pain. The spirit burdened with bitterness harms every part of life. Perfect health includes a calm mind and a joyful heart. Release resentment. Release guilt. Release fear. These are toxins as real as any poison. Forgive freely. Think kindly. Rest in trust. These choices cleanse the inner self, and the body follows with renewed strength. Remember that health thrives in gratitude. Each time you give thanks for your body, you strengthen its vitality. Say often, "Thank you for my strong body. Thank you for my healing. Thank you for the energy of life flowing through me." Gratitude shifts attention away from lack and focuses on abundance. The more you bless your health, the more it grows. Complaining about the body only multiplies weakness. Blessing the body multiplies strength. Claiming health does not mean denying medical help if it is needed. Divine law can work through doctors, through medicine, through treatments. Do not fear these channels. Use them with faith, not with despair. Trust that God's healing can flow through many instruments. What matters is that you hold firm to the truth that healing comes not from man alone, but from Spirit working through man. When you choose faith, every treatment is magnified by divine power. Practice resting in silence each day. Allow the body and mind to settle. In stillness, affirm, "I am one with the life of God." That life flows in every cell. That life sustains every organ. That life is perfect and cannot fail. The stillness allows the subconscious to absorb this truth deeply. From that quiet place, strength begins to renew itself. Health is not only a right, but also a responsibility. Care for the body as the temple it is. Feed it with nourishing food, move it with activity, rest it with sleep. Do not abuse it with neglect or harshness. To honor your body is to honor the divine within it. But even as you care physically, never forget the spiritual foundation. Without the word of faith, outer care may fall short. With faith, outer care becomes powerful. Claim health boldly, without hesitation. Do not say, "I hope to be better one day." Say, "I am healthy now." Do not wait for symptoms to vanish before believing. Believe first, speak first, and the symptoms follow. This is divine order. The word precedes the manifestation. Hold your claim with consistency, and the law will bring it into form. There is no greater wealth than health. Without it, abundance feels empty. With it, life overflows with possibility. To claim perfect health is to open the door to every other blessing. It gives you freedom to create, to serve, to love, to enjoy. It is the ground on which every dream can stand. Claim it without apology, for it is already yours. So today, speak with power. Perfect health is my divine right. I accept it fully now. I live in strength, balance, and joy. Let no appearance persuade you otherwise. Refuse every thought of sickness. Refuse every word of weakness. Stand unshaken in the truth that life itself flows through you, eternal and unfailing. Hold this truth until it saturates every part of your being. Walk in it, breathe in it, live in it, and you will see health shine forth as the natural expression of your divine identity. Number 7. Give thanks today for blessings that are already yours. Give thanks today for blessings that are already yours, for gratitude is the great multiplier of every good thing in life. When you give thanks, you acknowledge the truth that abundance already surrounds you. You shift your focus from what appears to be missing to what is present, alive, and overflowing. Gratitude changes the atmosphere of your mind, and as your mind changes, so does your experience. Doors that seemed locked begin to open. Opportunities that were hidden reveal themselves, and blessings you once overlooked become clear. Too many live in constant waiting. They say, "I will be grateful when my situation improves, when I have more money, when my health returns, when my desires are fulfilled." This way of thinking postpones their good, because gratitude is not the result of blessings, it is the cause. When you give thanks for what you have now, even the smallest thing, you create room for increase. Spirit responds to appreciation, not complaint. The law of God moves swiftly in the presence of thanksgiving, for a grateful heart declares faith in abundance. Think of how easy it is to dwell on what is lacking. The human mind, untrained, notices absence more quickly than presence. It points to the bill not yet paid, the goal not yet reached, the dream not yet fulfilled. But this habit only magnifies lack. The more you focus on what is missing, the more missing you experience. Gratitude breaks this cycle. It turns your gaze to the fullness already here, to the breath in your lungs, to the roof above your head, to the people who care for you, to the opportunities that have already come. When you recognize these as blessings, you set the tone for more to enter. The act of giving thanks is simple, yet it holds immense power. It is not empty words spoken casually. It is a deep recognition that life itself is a gift. Every time you say thank you, with sincerity, you raise your vibration, you open your heart, and you invite more good into your experience. Gratitude is a magnet, drawing to you whatever matches its frequency. When you wake in the morning and begin your day with thanksgiving, you prepare the way for peace, provision, and guidance. Giving thanks also shifts your relationship with challenges. Difficulties may arise, yet even within them there are hidden blessings. When you choose gratitude, you begin to see that trials refine your strength, delays redirect you to better paths, losses clear the way for greater gains. You no longer see life as against you, but as working for you. Gratitude teaches you to trust that every step holds value. This trust removes resistance, and without resistance, your blessings flow more easily. Do not wait for grand miracles before you practice gratitude. Begin with what is before you now. Give thanks for the meal on your table, for the warmth of your bed, for the sunlight on your face, for the very breath you take. These simple acknowledgments open the floodgates of appreciation. Soon you will find yourself giving thanks, not only for the obvious, but for the subtle, the smile of a stranger, the lesson in a mistake, the guidance in a quiet thought. The more you practice, the more you notice, and the more you notice, the richer your life becomes. When you give thanks for blessings that are already yours, you affirm that you are not living in lack. You proclaim to the universe, I see abundance, I recognize it, I welcome more of it. Gratitude and lack cannot dwell together. One cancels the other. If you choose gratitude, lack dissolves. If you choose complaint, abundance hides. The choice is always before you. Every word of thanksgiving strengthens faith. Every word of complaint weakens it. Gratitude also changes your relationships. When you give thanks for the people in your life, they feel valued, and that love deepens connection. When you bless even those who challenge you, you release resentment and create space for healing. Gratitude softens anger, dissolves envy, and replaces judgment with appreciation. It teaches you to look for the good in others instead of their faults. This shift opens the door to harmony and mutual respect. Health, too, responds to gratitude. When you give thanks for your body, even if it is not yet perfect, you affirm its capacity to heal and strengthen. Say, I am grateful for my body's resilience. I am thankful for the life flowing through me. These words send encouragement to your cells, and the body listens. Many have found renewed energy and recovery simply by blessing their health instead of cursing their pain. Gratitude nourishes the body as surely as food and supply also increases through thanksgiving. When you say, I am thankful for the money I have, for the resources already present, for the provision I see today, you send forth an energy of sufficiency. That energy attracts more. If you say, it is not enough, I wish I had more, you affirm lack, and lack persists. Gratitude affirms abundance, and abundance expands. The size of your blessing may grow, but it begins with your acknowledgement of what is already here. Make gratitude your daily practice. In the morning, list the blessings you see, speak them aloud. During the day, pause often to give thanks, even for small moments. At night, reflect on the good that came, and give thanks again. This constant attitude of appreciation reshapes your consciousness. Soon, gratitude becomes your natural response, not something forced but something flowing. It is not possible to hold fear and gratitude at the same time. When gratitude fills the heart, fear has no place. When gratitude shines, doubt fades. When gratitude reigns, faith grows. That is why giving thanks today is so powerful. It not only honors what you have, but clears space for trust in what is to come. You do not need to see tomorrow's blessings to thank for them now. By giving thanks in advance, you prepare the way. The law of expectancy moves on gratitude, bringing your good more swiftly. Gratitude is not limited by circumstance. Even in seasons of loss, there is something to give thanks for. In grief, you can thank for the love once shared. In hardship, you can thank for the strength being built. In uncertainty, you can thank for the guidance that will appear. This is not denial of pain. It is recognition that blessings exist even within it. Gratitude does not erase struggle, but it transforms how you walk through it. So I tell you, begin today. Do not delay. Speak aloud. I give thanks for the blessings already mine. I give thanks for the unseen good on its way. I give thanks for the abundance of life surrounding me now. Speak it with conviction. Let it fill your spirit. Let it lift your thoughts. The more you affirm it, the more blessings you will recognize, and the more blessings you will draw. Give thanks today, not tomorrow. See the good now, not later. Honor what is present, and greater doors will open. Thanksgiving is the key to abundance, the foundation of joy, the activator of faith. Choose it this very moment, and watch how quickly your life reveals the fullness that was waiting all along. Number 8. See every delay as protection from unseen harm. See every delay as protection from unseen harm. For what seems to hinder you may in truth be the very thing that saves you. How often do people cry out in frustration when doors do not open as quickly as they wish, or when plans stall, or when the path appears blocked? Yet divine order is never careless. Every pause has purpose, every wait holds wisdom, and every delay is arranged for your good. To understand this truth is to rest in peace, rather than fall into doubt. What you call delay, Spirit calls protection. Impatience is the voice of the ego saying, I must have this now, and I alone know the right timing. But impatience blinds the eyes to danger and rushes the feet into harm. Delay is the gentle hand of divine law, saying, not yet, for I am guiding you to something better, or shielding you from what would bring sorrow. When you trust this, you no longer resent delay. You welcome it as part of your care. You say, I may not see the reason, but I trust the protection. Think of moments in your life when something you desired did not come, when you asked. Perhaps you were denied a position, or a relationship ended, or a plan collapsed. At the time, you may have felt loss or disappointment, but later, with distance, you saw clearly that what you thought was withheld was in fact saving you from pain. The job would not have been right. The person would not have been faithful. The path would not have brought fulfillment. What seemed like loss was hidden mercy. Delay carried you safely past danger you could not see. To see every delay as protection is to walk by faith and not by sight. The human eye sees only fragments, but spirit sees the whole picture. You know what you want in this moment, but divine wisdom knows what you need for your entire journey. Sometimes the delay is to prepare you, to strengthen your character, to sharpen your vision, or to align you with greater opportunities. Sometimes the delay is to move people or conditions into place before you arrive. Whatever the reason, it is always for your good. The danger of resisting delay is that you may force your way into situations not meant for you. When you push against divine timing, you take paths that lead to confusion. Have you ever rushed into something only to regret it later? That is what happens when you ignore the gift of delay. Spirit tries to hold you back, but impatience presses forward, and then comes disappointment. How much suffering could be spared if one simply trusted the pause? Delay also teaches surrender. It loosens the tight grip of control and reminds you that you are not the master planner, but the willing co-creator with divine intelligence. To accept a delay with faith is to say, I release my need to control every detail. I trust the wisdom that guides me. This surrender is not weakness but strength, for it aligns you with power greater than your own. Consider how nature teaches this lesson. The seed does not sprout the day it is planted. There is a period of unseen growth beneath the soil. If you were to dig it up in impatience, you would destroy the very process meant to bring life. So it is with your design. Delay is the season of unseen growth. Trust that something is happening, even when you cannot see it. When the time is right, the sprout breaks through the surface, strong and ready. Delays also shield you from unseen harm. You may be delayed from traveling, only to later discover danger would have awaited you on the path. You may be delayed from entering into a partnership, only to learn later that deception lay hidden. You may be delayed in a decision, only to realize later that new information was needed. Each pause saves you from outcomes you could not predict. Gratitude must be your response, even when the reason is not yet revealed. To live in this truth, affirm daily, every delay in my life is divine protection. Nothing is withheld from me that belongs to me by right. All arrives in perfect timing. Speak it until your heart believes. Each time frustration rises, repeat the affirmation. Each time impatience presses, recall the truth. Soon you will see delays not as enemies, but as friends. Delays refine faith. They test whether your trust is in appearances or in divine order. When the good you desire does not appear at once, will you hold fast in faith, or will you collapse into doubt? Those who remain steady receive their good in multiplied measure. Those who doubt lose the blessing prepared for them. Stand firm. Declare, my good cannot be lost. If it is delayed, it is because greater good is on the way. Delays often redirect you to something far better than you imagined. A closed door may seem painful, yet it leads to a door you never considered, one that brings greater joy. Spirit's plan always exceeds the mind's plan. What you thought was the perfect outcome pales in comparison to what is waiting beyond the delay. This is why gratitude is essential. Thank God not only for what has come, but also for what has been withheld. Both are blessings. Both are protection. Release the habit of questioning endlessly. Why is this taking so long? Instead, affirm it is unfolding perfectly. I am being guided wisely. I trust the timing of my life. In that trust, peace returns. With peace, you see clearly. With clarity, you notice opportunities that anxiety would have hidden. Delay no longer feels like punishment, but like gentle guidance. Teach your mind to bless every delay. Say, this pause is for my good. This waiting is divine protection. This delay is part of my blessing. The more you bless the delay, the lighter your heart becomes. The lighter your heart, the faster your blessings flow. Resistance creates heaviness. Acceptance creates speed. The law responds to your attitude. Choose gratitude, and the delay serves you swiftly. So I tell you now, do not resent the pauses in your journey. See them as sacred. See them as care. See them as the unseen hand of spirit, moving obstacles from your path. Stand firm in patience. Trust the unseen protection. Declare with faith, every delay is divine protection. My life unfolds in perfect order. Nothing can stop what belongs to me. When you live by this truth, you walk with calm, you wait with trust, and when the doors open, you step through with strength and joy. Number 9. Hold unwavering faith that right opportunities find you. Hold unwavering faith that right opportunities find you. For the moment you align with truth, life begins to arrange itself in your favor. You are not adrift in chance, nor are you left to struggle for every door to open. There is divine order guiding your steps, and opportunities meant for you cannot be lost. They will appear at the appointed time, in the perfect way, if you stand in faith and refuse to yield to doubt. Faith is the magnet that draws your good to you, while fear and worry push it away. Too often, people chase opportunities in desperation, fearing they will miss their chance. They beg, they grasp, they settle for less, forgetting that what belongs to them cannot pass them by. When you trust divine law, you stop grasping. You begin to walk calmly, knowing that what is yours is moving toward you, as surely as you move toward it. Faith does not panic. Faith does not beg. Faith simply declares, right opportunities find me without effort. I am always in the right place at the right time. The world teaches that opportunity is scarce, that one must fight to be noticed, compete endlessly, or compromise their values. But divine truth teaches differently. You live in an abundant universe, where infinite possibilities exist. The right opportunity is not about chance or competition, it is about alignment. When your heart is fixed in faith, when your words declare truth, When your thoughts dwell in expectancy, the opportunity that matches your vibration is drawn to you without fail. This does not mean you sit idle, waiting passively. Faith is active. Faith prepares. Faith positions you to receive. If you believe opportunities are coming, you ready yourself. You develop your skills, you expand your vision, you keep your spirit open. Then when the door appears, you are strong enough to walk through it. The preparation itself is an act of faith, for it proves you expect your good to come. There will be times when nothing seems to move. Days may pass with silence. Weeks may feel empty. In these moments, doubt whispers, nothing is working. You are forgotten. Opportunities will never come. But this is the very test of faith. Will you collapse into fear, or will you stand unwavering? Faith that wavers is not faith. Faith that holds steady in the silence brings forth miracles. Declare even in the quiet season, the right opportunities are already moving toward me. Though I do not see them, they are on their way. When faith is unwavering, the mind stops chasing what is not meant for it. You do not need every opportunity, you only need the right ones. Many doors will appear, but not every door leads to blessing. Faith discerns. Faith does not lunge at every offer out of fear of missing out. Faith waits until the inner witness says, "This is it." And when that moment comes, you enter without hesitation. Opportunities come not only through people and events, but also through ideas, insights, and inspirations. Sometimes the right opportunity is a thought that rises within you, an inner nudge, a sudden vision of possibility. If your mind is clouded with worry, you miss these promptings. If your spirit is quiet and open, you recognize them. This is why faith matters. It keeps your heart receptive. Faith knows that opportunities flow not from struggle, but from divine guidance. There will always be voices of discouragement. Some may tell you the timing is wrong, the door is too high, the competition too fierce. If you listen, you weaken your own stance. But if you hold unwavering faith, you cannot be shaken by opinion. You remind yourself, no voice outside me controls my destiny. Divine law governs my path. What belongs to me will come to me without fail. This inner certainty silences doubt and keeps you steady. Faith also protects you from rushing. Many leap into opportunities out of fear they may not come again, only to find themselves trapped in situations that drain their joy. Unwavering faith knows there is always more, always better, always perfectly timed. You do not need to cling to the first door that opens. You can wait for the right one, knowing it cannot miss you. This kind of faith saves you from regret and aligns you with the highest outcome. Think of the many ways your life has already been guided. Recall times when the right opportunity seemed to appear suddenly. A chance meeting, an unexpected offer, a door that opened at just the right moment. These were not accidents, they were proof of divine order responding to your faith, your words, your readiness. If it has happened before, it will happen again. The law does not fail. What changes is only your willingness to trust it. Opportunities do not always look as you expect. Sometimes they come disguised as challenges. Sometimes they appear smaller than you imagined. Do not dismiss them too quickly. Faith allows you to see potential where others see little. The small door may lead to a greater hallway. The humble beginning may lead to abundant increase. Faith sees beyond appearances and recognizes divine appointments even in unexpected form. Hold your affirmations daily. The right opportunities seek me out now. I am aligned with divine timing. I cannot be overlooked. My steps are guided. My way is clear. Speak these words with conviction. Speak them when nothing is happening. Speak them when everything feels against you. Each word plants seed in the unseen, and in due time the harvest comes. Unwavering faith is not shaken by delay. If the opportunity does not come today, it will come tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then the next day. The exact moment matters little when you know it is certain. Faith frees you from the anxiety of time. You do not need to measure the minutes. You need only to hold steady. When the right opportunities arrive, they come with ease. They do not require endless struggle or constant forcing. They flow. They feel natural. They bear fruit without draining your spirit. This does not mean there is no effort, but the effort feels aligned, not exhausting. Faith allows you to recognize this difference. It keeps you from clinging to opportunities that look promising but lack peace. To hold unwavering faith is to walk each day with quiet confidence. You may not know when or how, but you know that knowing sustains you through silence, through delay, through opposition. It carries you until the doors open, and when they do, you step forward prepared, strong, and grateful. So I say to you now, do not waver. Do not let doubt steal your expectation. Refuse the lie that you are overlooked or forgotten. Speak only truth. Live in expectancy. Trust divine order. Declare with all your heart, right opportunities find me now. I walk in faith. I cannot miss my good. Hold to this, and you will see how swiftly life arranges itself in your favor. Number 10. Declare with power that nothing can oppose God. Declare with power that nothing can oppose God, for the truth of divine law is absolute and unchanging. There is a force in the universe greater than circumstance, greater than fear, greater than doubt. That force is God, and it governs all life, all events, and all outcomes. No human plan, no obstacle, no opposition can alter the ultimate will of spirit. To understand this is to walk unshaken, to act boldly, and to speak with authority, knowing that all things work in accordance with divine law. Many struggle because they forget this truth. They see obstacles as overpowering, challenges as insurmountable, and opposition as final. Yet opposition exists only in the mind that perceives limitation. Spirit has never been opposed and cannot be opposed. When you align your words, thoughts, and actions with the divine, you operate in harmony with the ultimate power of life. This alignment protects you, strengthens you, and ensures that no force can prevail against the good that is meant for you. Declaring God's authority is more than a statement. It is a spiritual action. Speak it aloud, with feeling, with conviction, with unwavering certainty. Nothing can oppose God. My life is aligned with divine law. All that is rightfully mine flows to me freely and fully. Each time these words are spoken, you affirm your connection to the eternal order of spirit. They reinforce faith, dissolve fear, and awaken inner power. Opposition is only meaningful when you give it meaning. When you face challenges, it is natural to feel pressure. But remember that the true power is not in the challenge itself, it is in your response. When you declare God's authority, you place yourself in a position of strength. You no longer react with anxiety or panic. You respond from the certainty that nothing in the visible world can overturn the divine truth guiding you. The mind that knows nothing can oppose God is free. It is liberated from worry, from self-doubt, from struggle to control outcomes. You can move forward with confidence, for every step you take is supported. The law of spirit does not fail. No threat can diminish it. No circumstance can alter it. Even when appearances suggest resistance, remember, the unseen law of God is absolute, and all that is in harmony with it will prevail. Declaring this truth also protects you from negativity in others. People may try to dissuade, criticize, or discourage you. They may create fear, plant doubt, or oppose your efforts. Yet when you speak with authority, declaring that nothing can oppose God, these energies cannot penetrate your spirit. You become shielded by faith. Words of opposition rebound against themselves. Criticism loses power. The mind that trusts divine law stands firm and unshaken. This declaration also transforms your experience of life. Events that once caused worry become opportunities to witness the power of God working. When plans are delayed, resources seem limited, or challenges appear, you see them not as obstacles but as elements perfectly arranged to bring your good. By affirming that nothing can oppose God, you shift perspective. What once felt threatening now appears purposeful. Every circumstance becomes a part of divine orchestration. It is not enough to declare this once. Speak it daily. Speak it in the morning as you rise, in the quiet moments of your day, and when obstacles appear, let the declaration saturate your mind and heart. Nothing can oppose God. My path is guided. My good is assured. Divine law governs all life. Repetition strengthens conviction. Conviction shapes reality. The law of spirit responds not to casual words but to unwavering belief. Understand that declaring God's supremacy is a declaration of your own rightful alignment. When you affirm this, you are not claiming to control life apart from spirit. You are claiming your place in harmony with the ultimate order. You are saying, I am a child of the divine. My steps are guided, my needs are met, my purpose unfolds. This is power rooted in truth, not arrogance or desire. It is the authority given to all who recognize the law of spirit. When obstacles arise, notice how quickly fear and doubt try to creep in. This is the test of faith. Do you believe in appearances, or do you believe in the law that governs them? Declare with confidence, nothing can oppose God. My life is in perfect order. I am guided, protected, and provided for. Each declaration weakens the power of fear and strengthens your connection to divine protection. Opposition has no footing where truth is held firmly. This truth is eternal. It does not depend on luck, chance, or timing. It does not depend on circumstances, resources, or human effort alone. Divine law is consistent, unwavering, and total. Nothing can add to it, and nothing can diminish it. When you speak in harmony with this law, you become a channel through which all good flows. Opportunities, health, peace, and abundance move freely into your experience. You no longer need to struggle against resistance, for true resistance exists only where faith is absent. Your life becomes a testimony to the power of spirit when you declare, nothing can oppose God. Others will notice. People will sense your confidence, your calm, your authority. They may wonder at your ability to stand unshaken amidst challenge. This is not pride. It is the natural result of recognizing divine law and living in alignment with it. Your words, your actions, and your presence communicate power beyond human comprehension. Practice declaring God's power in every situation, especially when it seems opposed. When you encounter setbacks, speak, nothing can oppose God. My good cannot be hindered. All is working for my highest good. When people doubt you, speak the declaration. When circumstances seem overwhelming, speak it. Do not wait for calm conditions to affirm it. The affirmation itself creates calm, dispels fear, and aligns you with the unseen power that governs all things. Refuse to entertain thoughts of limitation. Refuse to entertain notions that life is unfair or that your path is blocked. Every time you do, speak louder. Nothing can oppose God. I am protected. I am guided. I am provided for. Let these words fill your mind so completely that doubt has no space to grow. The more you affirm, the more your reality mirrors your words. The law always responds to the spoken word, backed by conviction. When this truth is lived, every challenge becomes a doorway, every opposition becomes an opportunity, and every delay becomes part of divine orchestration. The world may present obstacles, but Spirit's law ensures that what is yours cannot be taken. You walk with assurance, you act with purpose, you speak with authority, and you rest in the knowledge that ultimate power is on your side. Declare it now, and declare it continually. Nothing can oppose God. My life is governed by divine law. All that belongs to me comes freely, fully, and in perfect timing. I am aligned with the highest order of spirit, and nothing can stand against this truth. Let these words saturate your heart. Let them move through your every thought. Let them govern your actions. In this declaration you find freedom, protection, and power. The moment you accept this truth fully, life itself responds. You move unafraid. Doors open without struggle. Guidance appears effortlessly. Peace fills your heart. Opportunities align with your purpose. Health, abundance, joy, and success flow without obstruction. Opposition, in any form, cannot touch what is anchored in divine law. Hold this power daily, speak it boldly, and watch as life manifests according to the perfect order of spirit.